Students, welcome back to the second video on Judaism. As we are discussing in the last video, the first part of Judaism, that it is one of the oldest religions of the world, widely practiced across the world, especially practiced in Israel and by Israelites, and it's one of the three major monotheistic faiths of the world. That is, monotheism is nothing but belief in single God, the omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient single God. Okay, so previously we discussed beliefs and of Jews and few important people and core beliefs of Judaism as such, and the history of Judaism as well. In today's session, we shall discuss few important Jewish symbols and little more about their holy book, the Torah, and the Jewish place of worship. Okay, so we shall begin with Jewish symbols. The symbol or emblem of the Jewish people is Magen David, okay, which is also famously known as the Shield of David, also known as the Star of David. Okay, it is a kind of hexagonal star shape which is believed to have been descended from Prophet David, whom they believe that is one of the other most other important prophets according to the beliefs of Judaism, that he was the one of the most powerful and wealthiest kings of Israel, the ancient Israel, and this hexagonal shape star was supposed to be his emblem, the symbol of his kingdom, and it's believed that he wore this symbol on one of his finger rings. And there is also this core belief that he got this ring as a gift straight from God, and the symbol entrenched upon it, the symbol of the star which was embedded on his ring, it was which was etched on his ring actually, had some mystical powers, had some mystical and mysterious qualities of power, which was ascended to him directly through God, which was endowed upon him through God directly. And they believe that this is a symbol of mystery, power, and some sort of hidden mystical and kind of magical powers that lie hidden this hexagonal star symbol. Okay, so then the other symbol of Jewish people is that the menorah. Okay, the menorah is one of the oldest Jewish symbols. It's one of the oldest symbols of Jewish faith. It is a candelabrum. Okay, it looks like a candle, but with seven candle holders. Okay, it looks like not like a candle but a candle holder which has seven candle holders. Usually we see one or two candle holders in fancy candle holders, right? So they have this seven bars which they look like seven candle holders displayed in Jewish synagogues. Okay, and what are these Jewish synagogues? It is nothing but the holy worship place of Jews. Okay, this is the name of the holy worshipping place of Jews, synagogue, and this symbol menorah is generally kept. It is generally displayed in their holy place of worship, synagogue. Then, what does it symbolize? It symbolizes the burning bush as seen by Moses on Mount Sinai. Okay, so it symbolizes the burning bush, as we were discussing in the previous slide, that what is the importance of this Mount Sinai, that the prophet Moses, who is supposed to be the founding prophet of the faith of Jews, that is Judaism, he received 10 commandments from God, and he received it on Mount Sinai. And this particular symbol, menorah, it symbolizes the burning bush when Prophet Moses saw it when he was receiving 10 commandments from God on Mount Sinai. Okay, so it's one of the holiest symbols of Jewish faith. Then the other symbol that Jews believe in is a mezuzah. It is called a mezuzah. It is found on doorposts in Jewish homes. Okay, they put it in the entrance, the doorposts of Jewish homes. It is a little case containing a tiny scroll. The writing on the scroll is from the Bible, and it is in Hebrew, and it says that Jewish people should love God and keep His rules. Okay, these another holy symbols of the Jewish people. Okay, so now here you see that they are keeping a scroll from Bible at the doorstep, of course written in ancient Hebrew language. That you see that common roots that lie and that are shared between Christianity and Judaism. Okay, indeed, the three monotheistic faiths of the world, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, they share almost the same religious roots and faith. Okay, then as we are talking about the holy place of worship of the Jews, that is nothing but synagogues. Jews usually worship in this place called synagogue. Okay, then and the tradition of praying in a at a synagogue is men and women, they usually sit separately in synagogue. Okay, they are not usually allowed to sit together. Maybe more than a religious norm, it must have been a cultural norm that men and women usually sit separately, looking at the place of origin of Judaism, that is the Near East or almost the Middle East. Maybe the cultural aspects do play major role in shaping the religious faiths as well. Okay, then secondly, men cover their heads with small hats. Okay, you might have seen in some movies or videos that men usually cover their heads with the small hats, which almost covers the top and the back portion of their heads. Okay, some people wear it black, some people wear it white. Okay, but generally you see that Jewish men, 99% of them, most of them are staunch follower of this norm, cultural norm or religious norm, whatever you call it, that they cover their heads with these hats. Okay, and some American Jews are believed to cover their heads with the large black hats as well. Okay, then the Jewish spiritual leaders are called rabbis. Okay, the scholars of the holy book of Torah, especially, and those who study Torah and they know it by heart, and they kind of proficient, they have in-depth knowledge of the Torah and the Jewish history and religion. Those people, basically the scholars in Jewish faith, they are called as the rabbis. Okay, then we have few points I would like to discuss about the holy book of Jews, Torah. Then the most holy Jewish book is Torah, which means teachings. It just translates as Torah means teachings. Okay, the Torah contains the 5 books revealed to Moses by God on Mount Sinai. And which are these 5 books? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Okay, and the Torah is stored inside the ark in each synagogue. This is the holiest place in the synagogue. Okay, and this ark is nothing but in each synagogue, it is archetypal, and it widely symbolizes the ark of the covenant, which is believed to have been ascended straight from heavens and been given to prophet Moses. And the actual and the original ark of covenant, it's believed to be made of God, and again it is believed that it possessed a kind of uh, what do you say, it possessed kind of mysterious divine qualities to such extent that uh, people who are impious, who are not pious, who are not righteous, if they would go near it, they would literally get burnt. Okay, so that those are because it was one of the holiest and the most pious artifacts of Judaism, and people believe that the actual Ark of Covenant, this particular artifact called Ark of Covenant, which ascended straight from heavens, it somewhere went missing gradually in the course of time. But again, it's debatable whether there was something called some magical artifact called the Art of Covenant, whether such artifact existed in reality, whether it really went missing, or was it one more collage, as we see collage of people's minds and imagination, and especially when it comes to religion, to inculcate the fear and to propagate the belief in God. Such beliefs were spread. We don't know, we are not sure whether such artifact existed, but it is very staunchly believed by the Jews that it was lost in time and it went missing somewhere, and till today the researchers have been on this odyssey. They have been on this journey to recover or rediscover this supposedly lost Ark of Covenant. Okay, so these were the few points in the second part of the video on Judaism. We have discussed today regarding the important symbols in Judaism and their holy book Torah and the holy place of worship of Jews, that is a synagogue. Okay, so we shall cover few more points on Judaism in the upcoming videos.